business won't run itself. Alright, make sure to distribute all the food. Who's on tables? Who's cleaning tables?
Oh, I got it.
Excuse me, are you the manager here?
Yes, I am.
Congratulations, you won $3 billion.
We realized we knew that there was one restaurant here on Earth that was just good enough that we had to bring it to the rest of the galaxy. How are you feeling right now?
Darcy, I'm feeling pretty good. I can't believe our successful restaurant, Earth Edibles, has won $3 trillion.
I'm very happy for you. So can you tell us what you're going to be doing on Mars?
On Mars, I hope to create a new establishment similar to the one we have on Earth, but for extraterrestrial beings to incorporate both Earth cuisine and Martian cuisine.
That's very interesting. And what's going to be your role on Mars? Like, how are you going to be incorporating the restaurant?
Well, currently on this restaurant, I am CEO, so I do manage relations between all of my restaurants. I've created a chain restaurant on Earth, and I manage relations between all of those restaurants as well as coordinate my team members in this restaurant to create a cohesive business that is successful, and I work with stockholders as well to maintain our finances and ensure that everything is running smoothly.
Wow, sounds very interesting. It seems like you run a very successful industry.
Ooh.
Can you tell us about some of your partners?
So some of my partners, they're currently working for our grand new opening of this restaurant, Earth Edibles, and they're cleaning tables and sweeping floors like Karina is. But you can go talk to them for their roles and jobs.
I would love to. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Hello.
Hi. Your manager said that your name was Karina.
Yes,
Can you
I
tell us
am.
about what you'll be doing on Mars?
So as a part of the Girl Glam Gourmet is that all of the servers have degrees. We are all very highly educated, and my degree is in computer science, and I am the Code Compliance Wrangler. I currently have a degree in computer science tree. I have a certification in Python and JavaScript, and I'm getting my certification in AI. So I will be dealing with all of the code and programs.
That sounds very interesting. You sound very intelligent.
Thank you.
Are you excited to be going to Mars?
Very, very excited, except I'm not so excited who I'm going to meet.
Who are you going to meet? Please
Oh,
share.
Let's, might be for another day.
Well, stay tuned. I suppose we'll be hearing from them another time. We're going to move on to some more people in this restaurant. Excuse me. What's your name?
Well, my name is Daria.
Yeah.
And sorry.
What are you going to be doing at this restaurant?
So basically, I'm helping around the restaurant since we're just a little understaffed right now, and a ton of things are busy since we're just opening this location. And I'm also in charge of safety at the same time since I have a degree in safety management and regulations.
Wow, sounds very interesting. As you said, short-staffed. It's hard with inflation here.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about some of your feelings about going to Mars? Are you excited? A little nervous, maybe?
It's gonna be very different since we are going to a whole other planet and we don't know what it's like there. So it's gonna be interesting to figure out how to stay safe on Mars.
All right, well, I'm very excited to hear about what you have. Excuse me.
Yes.
What's her name?
Her name is Gabby.
Gabby.
Yes.
Can you tell us about what you'll be doing on Mars?
Well, I'm a detailer, so I really like to get in, nitpick with all of the details. And one of the things that my job is I'd like to write down everything that we need to do, our requirements, what type of systems we have to do. It's all such a big mess. I need to organize it, and that's what I'm here for.
You sound like a bit of a nerd, but good for you. I
Thank
can't wait to see your contributions to the restaurant. All right, and that's Earth Edibles. So excited to see what this team has to do on Mars. Thank you for your time.
Okay, I'm so excited that we just got interviewed and given a grant of $3 trillion.
Oh my goodness!
So now, as CEO, I am going to make the executive decision that we are moving to Mars. We're going to create a restaurant called Martian Munchies.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry, did you say we're
goodness!
going to Mars?
Yes, we are. Where have you two been?
I'm so sorry. I've been working so hard on all of our other restaurants. I've been building the new places. Honestly, so many people have been smashing our windows recently. I've had to fix them all.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, what are we doing on Mars?
Well, an interviewer just came in and said that we have been given $3 trillion, So we're establishing a new restaurant chain called Martian Munchies because our Earth Edibles one was so successful.
I'm so excited for this. Did you tell them about what me and Ayana are going to be doing?
You guys weren't here, so we never got to discuss your jobs.
Oh, wow.
So,
Would you like me to share?
yes, I would.
Alright. So here on Earth, I'm the building manager. I build every single one of our restaurants, blueprints, all the way to the final result. So hopefully I'll be able to do that on Mars too.
My job is I usually on a daily basis I do advertising and make and edit videos, and so on Mars I think I can do the same thing and advertise, so a lot of Martians would be more feeling welcome to our establishment.
Okay, so now that that's out of the air, we're going to talk about our new restaurant, Martian Munchies. We need to decide how we're going to run this.
Alright, well, as the building manager, I think we need to first start with a building. But I don't know, I feel like we need to get down the basics of a building. Sure, we can build the thing, but how are we going to make sure it survives?
I think that because you mentioned all of the windows breaking, we need a really good security system. If there's going to be Martians and Earthins, what are we going to do when Martians come?
Yeah, I know firsthand that the Martians are greedy little suckers, okay? That will lead you on for 5 months, okay? But, okay, as my time conversing with a specific Martian, I have learned that they have something called a PIR system which will detect heat. I think you've heard a little bit something about it.
Yes. I heard that when you come close in the range of the PIR system, that it'll detect your body heat, and it'll see, we can detect Martians who have a lower body heat versus humans who have a higher body heat, to detect if they come inside, if they break in, if they're touching the money, do a certain range. We can see, detect them, and an alarm system will ring.
To make sure that all of our merchandise and our food will stay secure and safe.
Almost like an alarm clock, but with security version.
Yeah, but speaking of an alarm clock, we should have something for our food.
Yeah.
Additionally, to make our cooking more efficient, we can also have a timer. So it
That's
also
a good idea.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love that idea. Like what we have on stoves here on Earth.
Darcy, you know what else we need?
Air conditioning.
Oh my gosh, and a thermometer.
Earth people are not used to the atmosphere on Mars. How are we going to make sure they're comfortable in our restaurant?
The atmosphere on Mars averages about at negative 85 degrees Fahrenheit. That's freezing for humans. So we need to make sure that we have a thermometer and a temperature measurement to ensure that both our food and our atmosphere in our restaurant is at a comfortable temperature for both humans and Martians.
That's right.
Not to mention, the pressure on Mars is completely different than it is on Earth. So we have to.
Really?
It is, yeah. It's actually less pressure up there than it is on Earth. Yeah. And we have to make sure that both people and humans and Martians, are comfortable, and we can also use that to help us like take account for certain measurements, certain like materials that we use and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Look at these plants here on Earth. They don't have those on Mars.
You're right.
You're
And
right.
We can't just order food on Mars.
Exactly.
We don't have companies like that.
And
we have to grow our own.
And we can't grow them like that because Mars is filled with clay and not our soil. And so in order to combat that, we'll need to convert the soil, the clay that we have over there, into usable soil that we can grow plants for. So we can use a soil moisture as the soil here. Generally plants that are for human consumption need generally about 60% moisture, and in Mars the soil that runs about 3 miles deep, it doesn't have any water. The water composition is about 0%.
Because it's all ice.
Exactly. So we should definitely have a system, a soil moisture regulation system to regulate the water.
I think that's a great idea, and we can implement that in our greenhouses when we're creating a farm-to-table experience, because we have to use greenhouses to grow all of our own crops to then harvest for our restaurants, so it's authentic.
You guys are really making my job difficult. First I had to build a restaurant, now I have to build actual greenhouses too.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable.
Imagine the coding for all of this, ma'am.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and they're keeping everyone safe.
Oh,
I think this experience is going to be great. We have all of our measurements that we need. We have the PIR, the timer, the temperature, and the soil moisture. I think that Martian Munchies is going to be a great establishment. establishment.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see what we can do on Mars.
Yeah.
Well, let's grab our money, make our way to Mars.
Go team!
Let's go.